Associating time or fuel goals on a long drive is an excellent way to make the drive more fun and engaging. On this particular drive, we aimed at reaching Kolkata in just two full tanks of diesel. We filled our first full tank at Bengaluru, and let's see where this takes us. After a short affair with the NH44, we parted ways at Devanhalli and headed towards Chintamani. The roads were mostly two-lane with decent surface and some stretches under construction. It was a nice cold morning, and very soon we crossed the state border and entered AP. The two-lane saga continued, but the roads were smooth and almost empty, making the drive even more enjoyable. We reached Rayachoti and were driving towards Kadapa and came across what could possibly be the most safest ghat road to drive on, and surprisingly saw a truck that wasn't so lucky. Goes to show, no matter how docile the roads may seem, we are always at the mercy of the highway gods. We were about to cross the 300-kilometer mark in about 6 hours of drive, and the indicated fuel economy was 17.7 kilometers to the liter. So we've crossed the 350-kilometer mark. It's been 7 hours of drive so far. Honestly, we don't know where we are right now. All I can tell you is we are on the NH67 heading towards Guntur. The road for most part has been two-lane highways. We've got limited share of the four-lane highway so far, but we're not complaining. The drive has been absolutely beautiful. We've got about 1,500 kilometers to go. We're hoping the drive is even better ahead. Well, we weren't so lucky. There was some VIP movement that forced us to take an alternate route that wasn't meant to handle two-way traffic. The number of vehicles on our side were outnumbered by the oncoming side, and with no authorities in sight, the rule was simple: make way for the oncoming side by finding a suitable parking spot. Following the ladder frame code of conduct, we did exactly just that. It was a nice break from driving, and once the traffic cleared, we resumed our drive. So we are back on the track. There's another 3 to 4 kilometers Hopefully we'll cover that soon before any other major traffic pileup. It seems the CM has visited a factory or plant for some inauguration, and that was the reason for the delay. So finally we've reached the highway NS67. As you can see to my left, that is the blockade. So we've got delayed by an hour or so. Never mind, it was a good break. As you can see, they have stopped all the heavy vehicles.
Turn left onto the slip road.
Finally merging with the NH16. At this point, we had covered almost 500 kilometers and had 1300 odd kilometers left. Driving on the open 6-lane highway was a joy, but short-lived due to the traffic in Guntur. So we've reached Vijayawada. We are crossing the Krishna river right now. It's 6:12 p.m. We might stop for a coffee break or possibly even early dinner. We've got about 1,218 kilometers to go. So let's take a quick break and we'll carry on with our journey after that. So we are leaving Vijayawada. We've had our dinner, and honestly, the traffic here, although I'm from Bengaluru, was something else. So we took a break. We've had our coffee, we've had our dinner, and it's 8:35 now, and we are navigating towards Kolkata. On the map, it shows 1212 kilometers and a drive of 21 hours and 54 minutes. So let's get to the highway and cover some distance.
In 400 meters, turn right.
Covering distance would have to wait as the NH16 section in Vijayawada was handling more than it could. So we've been driving for about 800 kilometers and the fuel gauge shows a significant amount of fuel in the tank. Let's check the mileage. The MID is displaying 18.6 kilometers to the liter. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if it actually delivers on that mileage, since we've been pretty gentle on the throttle throughout the way. This is more of a relaxed drive, and as you can see, the average speed is around 48 kilometers per hour. We are hoping to get that to 50. So now, to check the actual consumption, we'll have to find a suitable fuel station and fill it to the brim. But let's do one thing. We'll try to go 900 and we'll fill after that. So let's cover another 100 kilometers, as if we go by the fuel gauge, I think it can comfortably do that. 900 comes up. We were about to hit reserve and it was time to fill her up. So we've crossed the 1,000-kilometer mark, 20 hours and 30 minutes of drive so far. The average speed has come up to 50 kilometers per hour. We don't really mind maintaining this average speed. The NH16, absolutely beautiful, no problem there. You can hold some really good speeds here, although we are in no hurry. Next major stop will be in Bhubaneswar. Kolkata is about 882 kilometers away. It's such a satisfying feeling to see the kilometers drop one by one. We started off when it was in 4 digits and now it's down to 3. More than 50% of the NH16 is in AP and we would be spending the night covering it. So we are crossing borders into Odisha. We've managed to slightly bump up the average speed to 53 kilometers per hour. We've got about 627 kilometers to go and the ETA is 2002. We will be making a stop in Bhubaneswar and we'll try to reach Kolkata as early as possible. We've reached Bhubaneswar in about 27 hours of driving. Honestly, the NH16 makes it look so easy. That coupled with a car which is eager to offer both performance and fuel efficiency, and depending on how you treat it with your right foot, absolutely makes it worth it. We'll be heading towards Cuttack, which is about 30 kilometers from here. We'll take a small break there and then resume our journey towards Kolkata. Okay, 1,528 kilometers done. 28 hours of drive. We have about half a tank of diesel left and 402 kilometers to go. The range on display is 532 with the mileage that is being shown is 18.7 kilometers to the liter. Now We'll try to reach Kolkata in this half a tank of diesel. So let's see if that's possible or not. A little after Bhadrak and all the way till Jaleshwar, plenty of road construction going on, and at some spots the roads are in pretty bad condition. We've had about 100 to 120 kilometers of on and off construction and some really pathetic roads. The last 40 or 50 kilometers, the roads are much better. We'll be now entering West Bengal. We've got about 190 kilometers to reach Kolkata, and the ETA is 21:32. We've done about 1,748 kilometers so far in 32 hours of driving at a relaxed pace of 54 kilometers per hour. So we've covered about 1,825 kilometers, 33 hours and 34 minutes of drive. We've got about 114 kilometers to reach Kolkata, but the interesting part is not in trip A, it's in trip B. This is the trip which we had reset today morning at 2 o'clock in Andhra Pradesh when we had filled the tank. We've done about 901 kilometers in that in 14 hours and 46 minutes, with the average speed being 61 kilometers per hour. And if we get lucky, we've got a range of 162. It can change anytime. We're getting about 19.3 kilometers to the liter, which is being indicated by the MID. If everything goes well, we might just cross the 1,000 kilometer mark on a single tank of diesel. So let's keep the fingers crossed and maintain a steady pace, and let's hope for the best. Plenty of truck traffic in the last 100 kilometers between Kharagpur and Kolkata.
Your vehicle is running on low fuel. Please refill.
So we've got our low fuel warning. We've got about 15 kilometers left. We're going to go ahead with it and cross the 1,000 kilometer mark. Soon enough, we spotted the famous yellow ambassador taxi of Kolkata, and it was time to head over to a fuel station. So in excitement of the 1,000 kilometer on a single tank of diesel, we forgot the reason we are here. This was a non-stop drive from Bengaluru to Kolkata. We started Saturday morning 5 a.m. and we've reached now Sunday 9:30 p.m. The total distance is 1,941 kilometers. We've taken 36 driving hours to complete this. We were never in a hurry, so it was always done at a relaxed pace of 53 kilometers per hour. and we have done this in just 2 full tanks of diesel. It just happened so that the 1,000 kilometer on a single tank of diesel happened in this video, and honestly I think it's the sweetest possible way to reach Kolkata.
100 meters, turn left.